Belated condolences to.
Thank you.
I just wondered if you, wanted to open up and just talk about, the difficulty and then during the season and carrying on, your legacy.
Yeah, I think me and my family went through a hard time. We still will, but I think when you got a group of guys in the locker room like I have and a group of guys at home, family, friends that surround me with support, I think that really takes the edge off of everything and makes me be able to fight through it and deal with it better. So.
Just following that up, what was your last time like with your dad? You mind sharing that? Just the conversation or just some of the proud talk that you guys had, father and son?
Yeah, I seen him last at Temple. I got to go up and see him in the hotel, and it was really, that's a moment that'll stay with me forever. And also, I talked to him on the phone Tuesday, and then also being with him for 2 weeks before he had passed away was huge for my family and trying to support my mom and my sister and everybody. So I think it was good to see him and have coaches gave me a lot of leeway to go home and spend time with them.
Anthony, you kept playing in games and stuff. I wonder, was that difficult? Was it therapeutic? What was it like to still participate and be with your teammates at that difficult time?
Yeah, it was. It was emotional. It was an emotional little spurt there for me. But at the same time, my dad was. If he was, that's what he had wanted. He was. When I come home and he was going through chemo sessions, he would always kind of be yelling at me, like, get back to college and go do your thing, because you're just sitting here with me. You're not doing anything you want to do and better yourself. So I think me not playing that game was not even a question. Like I'm playing that game no matter what for him and for just and for my career too. That's what you want me to do. So and then also just like I said, that I couldn't have any better support from my teammates, my coaches. And then my best friends and stuff, and everybody, the community in general. I've gotten thousands of just letters and everything from people, and it really shows you the support that Penn State has towards their student athletes.
Anthony, that San Diego State game was one of your best games of your career. What did it mean for you to come out the day after your father's passing and have like a really strong game like that?
Yeah, no, I think it just everything was on point. I was more focused than I've ever been. I knew what I had to do, and also I felt like he was with me there every step of the way. So I just I felt different, and I know every game I play from now on out or whatever I do in life, he's gonna be with me. So I think that's the mindset I have to take and truly believe in.
How important was it for the coaching staff to give you the time to go back on your free will, to go back whenever you really wanted to? How important was that for you to deal with that?
Yeah, it was a big relief. I knew I know our coaches, they really care about us, and football is such a little part of our life. I think family relationships are the most important thing in life. The people that we love and care about is the most important thing, not just a football game. So I think when something like that happens, you have to be caring and understanding with, especially when you have 125 guys on the team. There's going to be problems, it's part of life. But I think they were really lenient with me, and I still was doing what I had to do with talking to my professors and getting everything situated with academics, and also doing it, getting caught up on the game schemes and watching film from home. So I think that was huge.
Were you driving back or flying back?
I drove back both times. The one time I drove back, and then after I drove back myself after the Buffalo game, I think, or I think it was a Buffalo game, and then the San Diego State game. I drove back with my parents. With my mom, my grandparents, and my sister.
Curious. Last week, the physical demands that playing Army puts on you guys. And I think a couple of their touchdown drives, the starting line was being rested during that time. Could you speak to that a little bit?
I think I have great faith in Coach Spencer's decision to rest us so we're ready for fourth quarter. So I'm not saying we would have made the play if we were in there, but I think it's obviously it's a little different sometimes when your starters are out. But at the same time, I think I have confidence in the guys that come in too. So I mean that we've been in there too where people score on us. So it's just part of football. They just got a big breakaway play, and I feel we can learn from that and avoid it next time.
Anthony, how has football in Penn State, kind of helped you through everything? And, looking ahead, I mean, how much does the rest of this season, your last at Penn State, kind of mean to you in light of everything?
Yeah, I think I was looking back, and it's my time at Penn State's slowly coming to an end. So I mean, it's I've been here for 4 or 5 years, and it's amazing to think that I've been here that long and I've played in this great stadium for that many games, and I only have a few left because it's really a special place. So I think looking into these next couple games, I really want to do this for the Penn State football family. I mean, just this town, this community, my teammates, my coaches, my family back home. I have a lot to play for, and it really makes playing hard every game a lot easier. So I really have a lot of passion and stuff for this school and this university.
Anthony, can you describe the challenge having to prepare for a pocket passer and a quarterback who maybe likes to run around, scramble a little bit more?
Yeah.
You guys might see either both of those guys this week.
Yeah, I mean, both of them have a certain amount of challenge. I know Sudfeld, he can sit in the pocket with the ball. He's very, very efficient passer. And then Demont, he's very, very good on his feet, can make plays. Like you seen last week when you're in 80 yards for a touchdown. The kid's an athlete. He's gonna set their offense up in the best way they can with using his feet. So I think as a defensive lineman, you have to understand pass rush lanes and stuff, and have a lot more understanding of who's in the game and what you need to do. So I'm not, as a defensive end, you're not going to take an inside move on a guy that can scramble and lose the edge, So it's just certain little things that you have to bring every play, depending on who's in.
Hey Anthony, good afternoon, right here.
Oh, good afternoon.
I was wondering, you said that your teammates and the community rallied around you, and that was very obvious to see at every level of the game. Is there one moment or conversation with anyone from the community or from your team specifically that will stay with you for the rest of your life that you feel comfortable sharing with us?
I wouldn't say one moment. I think I've had so many people that have impacted me here at Penn State. Whether it's professors, coaches, teammates, and just anybody in the community. I've had a lot of good people. That's really good people that just really care about me as a person, just because I'm a football player. But I try to really put myself out there and have conversations with just people and just get to know people. That's what this, if you use this platform to advantage, I think that's what we can do as student athletes, and I've really tried to do that. And I've had so much help that it makes life a lot easier for me, especially when I'm going through some troubles and stuff.
What's your best memory of your dad?
There's so many memories that the best memory, my best moment with my dad, I was telling that, I spoke at his memorial service, and I think the two happiest moments I ever had with him was when he walked, a couple months ago, when he walked my sister down the aisle. That was there was a special vibe in that whole room that it just can't match, And then also a couple months ago when I hit the hole-in-one golf, I think that was just to have him there with me was something special, because to see how excited he was for me and and plus him being there was just, it was the fact that he just got off a round of chemo, could barely even walk, and he's still out there golfing 52. It's something special, you know. The guy, yeah, there's a lot of good moments.
You said he hit a 52 in golf?
He was somehow he couldn't hit far. He hit 170 yards, but it'd just be down the pipe every time. He never deviated from the pass, so he was good. He was a pretty good golfer for his condition.
Anthony. Sorry. Indiana's running back Jordan Howard has more than 700 yards already. You know, they have a high-powered offense, or high-tempo offense, I should say. What goes into preparing for a guy like that, and how is it different than last year with their high-powered running back last year, Tevin Coleman?
Yeah, I think they're, if you're comparing them both, I think they're both relatively same type of running back. I think Coleman had a little more breakaway speed, but where else? I think their offense line's a lot more veteran group of guys that communicate well. That might be a big reason for his success. But I think comparing both running backs, they both have a lot to offer and stuff.
Anthony, I know this is a tough time for you and your family, and those that are close to the family as well. But we've seen you as a fun-loving guy, you know, the videos and all that. Are you giving yourself time to do fun things as well? And if so, what kinds of things help alleviate some of this?
Yeah, I mean, during the season, it's a busy time anyways. So you gotta stay on pace, you know. Try to get 8 hours sleep is a big thing too. And also, I mean, I live with a bunch of guys that are great dudes that we always have a good time. You're either playing video games or just hanging out, sitting there talking. It's just, I mean, it makes life a lot easier for me. And I mean, like last night, I went to watch a Black Mass movie. That's an awesome movie, by the way. It was, I mean, just getting out like that it makes it easier, and makes it easier for me. It keeps my mind off stuff. Obviously, at night it gets, when you start thinking, it gets hard. But when I got a good group of guys around me, it makes it a lot easier.
All right, thank you, Anthony.
Yep.
We'll be back with Ben Klein momentarily.
Thanks.